Goodness gracious, it's time for another episode of the Guerrilla Press with the Wrestling Dorks. I am John, joined as always to my left by the Sami Zayn to my Kevin Owens. This is Sam. Welcome back from Las Vegas, sir.
Well, you really had to stretch for this week's.
Well, I just thought, you're always trying. You're just never, and I am the face of America, and America wants to see this face. And you're just, how was Vegas? Honestly, I haven't seen you since. I thought you'd be fatter.
Goodness gracious, you said, and I thought that was leading right into Great Balls of Fire.
It was a goodness gracious. It's time for Guerrilla Press. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So
terrible.
So
it was good. It was good to get away. Good to get away from you. It was nice not to record this podcast and have to listen to you run me down.
Yeah, no, well, I still did, so it's all right. I still ran you down. Can't get your head too big. So I guess what, you didn't eat out there? I mean, what the hell's going on?
I ate, I gambled, I drank, did it all.
I've done it all. I've dined with kings and queens. So we are here not only to talk about this week, but we're here to talk about Sunday, the big debut of Great Balls of Fire.
I think it's a stacked card.
I think it's a pretty damn good show. I think they're doing it because they don't want it to be a joke, since the name is.
And I was going through matches, I think, with you. And even we were missing one. Unless maybe you just didn't write it down because you're Truth and Dust.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah. And you know what? Enzo and Cass.
I said Enzo and Cass.
You said it, but I didn't write it down because I don't listen.
Because you don't listen. Jesus Christ. It's amazing how you just really can't listen. I think it's the only reason your relationship works. Neither of you two fucking listen.
We don't listen to each other. We just assume we both have nothing to say. So, not that we're going to hit on every one of them, but that makes for 9 matches on the card, and pretty much everything is, except for Rollins Wyatt, is interesting to me.
Well, there's been a build for all of them, which is strange. Like, a lot of these pay-per-views, it seems like with a short amount of time, like, there's no build, there's like a segment on Raw, now we're having a match. Well, if you go from top to bottom on these, Joe and Brock has been awesome. We'll talk about that more then. Reigns, Braun, Alexa, Sasha is, I guess, maybe kind of recent. Neville, Tozawa.
That's at least had a month of build-up,
though. With the Titus brand.
Yeah. Titus Worldwide.
Miz, Ambrose. That's been Enzo and Cass. That's been Cesaro Hardy's. Truth and Dust. Yeah, so, I mean, these are all pretty much build-up feuds, and I want to talk a little bit about Joe and Brock, and I just love that this week where they were in separate areas.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then
they went searching them out.
And then with how Brock was just standing there taunting them. Yep. It was.
Yeah, it's gonna be such a great match, and I really can't. I haven't been looking this forward to a championship match in a long time. Like, there's been other matches on cards that I've wanted to see, but the actual main event, the true championship main event,
30-second Goldberg match.
Yeah, not that exactly. And I mean, this has a potential to be. I mean, I don't think they're gonna let Brock squash him.
Yeah, I don't think he should. A knockdown, drag out affair. This is gonna be.
It could be a Donnybrook, as some would say. The buttons on the side. Right?
Yeah. This thing.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Hey, charging up, eh? So, what's your prediction? You think Brock?
Brock wins?
Brock wins. Yeah. I think I'm even pulling for Brock. Like, I want Joe to put in a good show, but I want Brock to win this, and I think he will win it. I think it's going to be blood.
Intentional blood?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're going to break the rules?
Brock does that, baby. Yeah, and I think because these two guys, they kind of go, they're kind of like rogue, so they just kind of do their own thing, and they just are badasses. And I think adding some blood will. I don't think that Vince allows for that blood stuff.
No.
You know what I mean? So I think the two guys doing it, it's going to be intentional by them.
Oh, okay, but so
by them, but without
getting the troubles.
Yeah, the troubles, like Brock did with Randy Orton.
Yes, I don't know that. I think that Orton thing ended up. I think that was planned.
That was a wicked shot.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you plan that? Could have killed a man.
He did it in ways.
I mean, I guess he is a professional fighter. He knows what he's doing. But
he knows what he's doing.
What about Reigns and Braun? What do you think?
Your Braun is terrible.
That's pretty good. Braun!
Was that Morrow doing Braun? Is that Morrow trying to be Braun, or is that somebody just constipated trying to say
it's just
Braun?
A guy trying to poop and say Braun at the same time.
Braun better win.
He better win.
But I don't think he's going to.
I don't think he will, because they've given him so many monster moments.
One-uppage so far, yeah.
And even last week when Reigns got one up on him, Braun still turned it around again.
Will this be a shady ending though? I was thinking a lot of these matches have weird like endings. Will like, you know, because he's got to be out and then put him in the ambulance. Will there be like something weird happen where like, I don't know, he puts him in like a box and locks it and he can't get out of it. And then he puts him in. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be something like that. I mean, you think about it, Braun.
How do you incapacitate Braun the way you've built him up now?
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, the only way to do it would be like Braun tries to spear him through the. I mean, Reigns tries to spear him through or something like that and gets out of the way, and then they let Braun. It just, I don't see any way that it's gonna.
Yeah, I guess that's why we'll watch to see what they do.
Yeah, it's really gonna be interesting to see how they do it, but there's no way that Reigns is gonna be able to. Realistically, he shouldn't be able to just lift him up and put him in there. I guess is what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the writers have cooked up for us.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's true. The one match on here that I think is thrown together is Alexa and Sasha, because I felt like it was gonna be Alexa and Nia, like leading up. They were doing this whole thing. I still feel like Nia's gonna come out and fuck with this, the ending of this.
She could, yeah. She had the domination in the gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. So you got the two little girls working together.
Yeah.
So we'll see what type of match they can put up.
It'll be pretty fun. I mean, a couple of nice booties in there. You know what I mean? Who do you think's got a better one? I'm going with Sasha. The other day, Jen was looking. She said Sasha too.
I don't know. I feel like current internet sentiment has Alexa in the.
Oh please! What?
Yeah. What are you? You're Mr. Whitebread too, and now you're going.
Sasha's essentially. I mean,
she's essentially. She's related to Snoop.
White.
What do you think?
Related to him, but like.
She's not white. Sasha Banks is not white.
It's like saying Ice-T is black.
He is.
Yeah, no, but look at him.
And the drink's brown.
Yeah, but look at him. He's not like.
Oh, so now it's based on shade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's.
It's a tough call. I would need to see like those booty shorts they wear. It's tough to get a full like. I think Alexa might have the fuller ass.
You think? See, maybe it's just because Sasha is thinner in the waist or whatever that it makes her look nicer. That's my official analysis.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with either.
Oh, you'd accept either one?
Yes, yes.
You wouldn't be like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
On my podcast, I said you had a worse ass, so I can't.
Can you imagine if one were sitting right there? You'd be, how much ass kissing you'd have to do if you gave them the lesser ass?
Oh, that's enough ass talk. What do you think of the power of Tozawa?
That's something. It's a storyline. This Titus brand thing, at least it's something. Although he got his boy destroyed.
I think Titus has never been this interesting.
Yeah, and then he got in the ring actually and fought for him. I thought that was kind of so. I was like, all right. I was kind of expecting him not to do that.
Right.
And when he did, I was like, all right. So yeah, it's. I kind of like it.
Yeah, Dan and I were talking last week. He hates factions. I love factions.
Yeah, you're Mr. Faction.
I am. I love when there's
even the garbage ones.
I like shitty
it's
factions.
a group of like garbage.
Yeah, what was that? The social outcasts. Like I love all that.
Probably like I love the Disciples of Apocalypse.
Yeah. Ms. Taraj. I like when you take guys that are like wandering.
It could be interesting. And these, I think, I don't know if I want to call them the Miz's group like they're a faction.
Yeah. Now, that being said, though, I hated League of Nations because that felt like it was like four guys who probably could be really good. Like
just
they were
together.
Yeah, like they were. I don't want to say main eventers, but they were top tier guys. Yeah. Like putting Tozawa in with Apollo Crews and
is Tozawa like? I mean, I guess
so because now he's sitting in VIP sections watching matches.
Yeah, it's so weird. The faces he made in some of those pictures are just hilarious.
I think Neville's got to retain. I think Neville's gonna like challenge the all-time like.
Yeah, Neville's been a monster, and he can't diss anything he's done.
He's just really freaking good. What is on? Oh, it's the old microphone. I was wondering what was over there. Sorry,
just because you're never here.
Yeah,
don't know where anything is.
I'm never here. It drives me crazy traveling for work. Oh, you know what really grinds my gears?
Oh yeah, you were gonna talk about gear grinding.
I fucking lost my wireless mouse because I was traveling so much. It's in the hotel or something somewhere, or it could be at work. I don't know where the hell it is because I've been traveling my laptop back and forth. It's driving me insane. So now I'm losing shit because of travel, and I don't like.
Maybe you should be a little. I thought you were Mr. Organization.
I was just about to say I don't like this organization. It drives me crazy.
Maybe you're a little haphazard on your travel.
I might have been. I might have had my mind elsewhere. I might have been a little bit out of it. So here's the boringest match of the pay-per-view: Rollins Wyatt. This shouldn't be boring. These are two of the main event guys, but for some reason I can't get invested in a Bray Wyatt match anymore. I feel like he's just going to lose.
Yeah, he tends to always lose.
He just loses.
That's his thing.
He's the eater of pins. I've told you this. He
wins once in a blue moon, just when you don't expect it. Once every like 12 months, they give him a win.
Did you want something to drink? I didn't offer you anything.
Yeah,
you're a piece of shit.
You know what I had to do today? I was at work, a Diet Dew, and I barely drink it anymore. The soda at work, like, it's stocked by like an independent company, so like it's old as fuck. Like the Diet Dews were like from like the beginning of April, but I reached all the way back and I found a late July Dew, and I was like, oh, it's still good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to be doing no weekday sodas right now because I'm trying to lose a few lbs before the beach. But it's podcast night, so it's essentially a weekend. Dude.
So I like how like you're trying to lose weight. You're not giving up any of the weekday beers or alcohol. No weekday sodas.
No weekday sodas. Yeah. Sodas, and then I'm not even truly giving that up. I'm just gonna be fat.
Yeah, what? I know. We know this.
I'm just gonna be fat. I'm just gonna be fat, and it's just I need.
You're always gonna be fat.
I don't know if I'm gonna ever learn to live with it. I don't know that I ever will because it just
you should
grinds my gears that I can't lose any weight. Yeah, I mean
I think you need to do stuff more drastic if you're gonna lose.
I'm gonna have to.
You've never gone to like severe drasticness.
No, the only time I really lost a lot of weight was when I was doing that P90X, like a lot. I was doing it like 5 days a week or whatever, and running on the off days. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I was a maniac. I'd come home and work out for an hour.
You probably weren't eating either.
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry for the dead air there, but it might have been. I was thinking.
Did I eat? Did I not eat?
Did I not eat? Yeah, I probably ate, but I was working out so much. Like I would be like just dripping in sweat. Oh, excuse me. It was even
terrible.
I would even do like the yoga disc, which is like 90 minutes. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, I guess when you're at home and you don't want to be there, and you don't want to see the person you're with.
That's true.
You have plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would. I'd come right home, drive all the way home from Reading. By the time I get home, it's like 6 something, and then I'd go downstairs and work out for an hour, and then I eat food, and then
that would have been the first sign to me. Why is this fat bastard working out all the time all of a sudden? But.
Well then, so then here's a couple matches that we've had before. We got Miz versus Ambrose, or as you said, Miz versus Bros, which threw me off.
Miz Bros.
And then Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardys.
Miz. I'm all about the Miz.
Yeah, me too. I'm not
good. He's great. Yeah. He's amazing.
I don't wish ill will on Dean Ambrose, but
no,
I want the Miz to win.
Miz. I'm all. Let's let Bo and Karen Henning's son. What the hell's his name?
Larry the Axe. No, yeah. Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel. Yeah. Let's let them, maybe get in some chicanery.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Because Ambrose doesn't have any friends. Oh, no, he has Slater and Rhino for some reason have been his buddies.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was just for whatever. Yeah, but whatever. Fuck that shit.
So you think Miz retains?
By the way, that Slater-Miz match was really good. I don't know if you had a chance to see it.
Slater's good.
Yeah. Slater-Miz was a good match.
You know who's Slater, his fighting style, I don't want to say fighting style because he doesn't have the same moveset, but like Sami Zayn. He has that constantly getting beaten down, but you still root for him type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because he never wins. You're looking.
Sami Zayn wins sometimes.
Occasionally.
He wins way more than he friggin' Slater. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. Maybe they're both kind of they're always. Oops. Always playing the underdog.
King of Noises is probably like a thing that just went off telling you eat some more potato chips and soda, fatty.
So no, sorry, that was Jay Lucky asking me if we're going to lunch with Spice tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's very important.
Now at work we got when I started there, they were like, yeah, I think you take whatever you want, an hour or whatever for lunch. While I was in Vegas, they sent out a thing I guess technically we're only supposed to be taking half an hour.
Oh, really?
Which now, and we work in the middle of nowhere, so you really can't go anywhere.
You have to take.
So you have to pack, or they have this micro market. The prices are they're insane. Literally, it's when I think of buying stuff from work, it should be severely underpriced. And the cool thing is my job does give you $5 a week towards it, so buys you some drinks or whatever. But this place packages up shitty chicken parmesan and pasta, and these people are like, oh, this is amazing. They've never had actual Italian food before. It's $6 for a thing. I'm thinking if you're selling me some shit thing, everything in the fridge, the most it should be is $3.
Right.
They had up cut up watermelon in a real little container. was $3.29. I was like, that was more than a whole fucking watermelon right now. Like, why are you trying to? Yeah. So, but tomorrow's awesome. I told you we're getting to leave work a little early because crushed these sales. Well, I didn't crush it. I was on vacation. So these other dudes crushed it, and we're going to a country club that's nearby. Leaving at 3:30, going to get a few brews and some food.
Wow, look at you!
So yeah, it's pretty cool. A little bit of goodwill from the
goodwill is
the
good
big
stuff.
man.
Yeah, goodwill at work is good. We have been kind of slacking in the goodwill lately.
Bad will.
Some bad will. Not to say it's a bad place, but I think that there's just been like a lull recently. They do have the company picnic coming up in like 2.5 weeks, which that is probably going to be awesome. Except I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be on vacation. But apparently it's bring all your family, and everybody just brings food, and you can just, it's not like the company pays for some stuff there, but you can still bring dishes and beers and stuff, and God, belching. Yeah,
our company picnic should be good. If I make it, it's the night of the bocce tournament, so it depends how that goes. It's at the old R Phil's. Should be awesome. I mean, they let you get as many tickets as you wanted. I got one since I have nobody.
Oh, you should have gotten us, man.
Yeah, I got one ticket. Cool. It'll be fun. It's open bar, so if I show up, I'm gonna be already drunk when I show up, which maybe is not a great thing going to the company picnic.
Thing.
But I'll be listen, I've been drinking all day at bocce. I'm gonna come here and drink, and then maybe go back. Figure something.
I played some bocce this weekend.
I saw the pictures.
Every game. Lost every game.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazing.
At one point, I was playing against a 64-year-old guy who was teamed with an 8-year-old.
Okay,
and I lost.
There were some teams like that in this tournament.
Really?
And you can be old and good in bocce.
Yeah, you can be a kid.
You really shouldn't be. You really shouldn't be 8 and be losing an 8.
Well, whatever. So let's talk about Enzo and Big Cass. Everybody in the world knows Enzo's going to lose, right?
Yeah,
but. Is it going to be a good match, or are we thinking squish?
You know what? Squash.
Whoops.
Squish. I was thinking that, and then this past week in Raw, all the commentary, well, we know Enzo has no chance. They were saying that, so it almost made me think did they swerve and somehow get a cheap win, like a roll up or something? Since it's the first match and the feud's not going to end, unless it is a squish. If it's a big squish by Cass, then maybe that squish squashes the feud. Right away. And Enzo goes right to 205 Live to challenge Neville.
I don't think Enzo should do 205 Live. I think he should be a manager. I think he would do so good as I don't want to say Heyman level, but he could talk for people. You know what I mean? He could totally do that. But because he's no good in the ring. I mean, shit. His whole gimmick is getting beaten down and tagging in Cass.
I think your whole thing is guys getting beaten down.
No.
He says he's tough. He doesn't want to be out of the ring.
I'll tell you what, though, he is absolute gold on the microphone. He just talks, and not that I necessarily believe it, but doesn't sound like acting to me.
Do they have unique entrance music yet? That one time they came out, it was just they split up the song in half. Yeah. And Cass has started.
No, I'm hoping on Sunday they've
got to.
They better have different music. I saw Big Cat. The only thing is his shirt. He's wearing black.
Yeah,
a black cape or whatever.
Nothing. Yeah,
it's like a cape with a hole in it.
I liked how he was mentioning the real wait till you see your merchandise check.
Yeah, it was good stuff, and and just mentioning things I called your mom, and just showing that they are friends.
You should say, hey, I fucked your mom while I was at it.
He'd be like, brr. All right, we're friends again. What else we got? Oh, Truth and Dust.
Yeah. To me, this build up has been awesome too. What I've liked is that there's been, it hasn't been the same old Raw build ups where it's we're gonna have 40 matches on Raw and then one on a pay per view. This is the first time they're gonna actually have a match.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And they've kept them away from each other for the most part.
I think my concern with this is that we're not gonna get the payout we want because
what payout do you want?
A good match. And I just don't feel like they can put on a good match anymore. I think that's I'm worried.
Underestimating. Well, let's see how much time they get. See how much time they get.
I hope I'm underestimating, and I would love for them to put on a really good match and then just disappear. That'd be fine. Just this is their big bye-byes,
They build up this feud, have a pay-per-view match, and the next day, you're both fired.
Hey, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, what else could Goldust do after this? That'd be interesting. I mean, who's he gonna kiss Ahmed Johnson again?
Return of the Golden Era is one feud for a few weeks and a match and it's over.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I say he goes on to bigger things. Get a win over Truth. Whoever gets the win in this feud is then going to go on to another feud and put somebody over.
Yeah, probably. don't get me wrong. I'm hoping for a good payout because I've been invested in the story too. Like that was one of the first things I wanted to see when the kids were watching it and the replay. They were like, "Gold Dust!" I came running in and watched it like a little kid again.
The kids know. They don't know the truly bizarre one though from back in the day.
No, but I tried explaining it to them. I was talking to Dan last week, and I should tell you, I like how Gold Dust, he wears all gold now, but except he covers his double chin with black paint, so you don't see like his double chin. I think I'm going to start doing that. I mentioned it last week. I think I'm going to start just putting like black paint here. I also could just grow a beard.
Yeah.
I guess that would be
That's
something.
my strategy.
That's your strategy? Is that what you're doing now?
Yeah.
You're covering them up pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Covering them? Oh, wait. You're saying multiple double chins? Where are you going for lunch tomorrow? I'm going to come run you over with a car.
Yeah, I got to find a place. Spice just texted his ass.
Probably a place where you can go get a nice 1,500 calorie lunch, you fat shit.
Oh, damn it. You're so right, though. You're so right. I don't know why I even try.
Because what you do, like, you like moderately try.
Yeah, I did. Well,
you try. Like, you don't just, like, do nothing. You definitely try, but you don't go, like, an all-in, like, try. You don't put your chips, like, you don't push one. And you really shouldn't need to. What the fuck does it matter at this point? You're pushing 40. You with somebody. The fuck does it matter?
Jeez.
No, what is seriously? It's not like you're 340 pounds.
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't it be nice to be, like, a little thinner?
Are you going to go for somebody up, pick somebody else up?
No, it would be nice to, like, not disgust her when I take my shirt off. Oh, wait, I don't ever do that.
Yeah. If it shouldn't change anything.
It shouldn't.
It's not like you met her and you were fucking this Adonis. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, but imagine, like, her delight if she, like, comes home to, like, this strapping guy making her dinner. You know what I mean? And not some, like, lunk that looks like he belongs.
Then she'll probably be like, "Oh, this bastard. What's he working out for? That much?" And then get some new people coming to play. I think she wants an acceptable amount of fat on you. And I think she wants someone to keep you around.
An acceptable amount of fat.
Yeah. I think that's the plan. Listen, because if she really wanted you, you wouldn't be pounding down these brewskis.
I guess you're right.
You wouldn't be going out to these lunches on Friday.
Yeah, I guess.
Eating your combo plate number 7 at whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, combo plate's a good one. You get like Mexican slop in a thing, Mexican slop on the plate, and then another Mexican slop thing. It's really
so you're eating 3 slops at your lunch, and you're wondering why you're a fat shit.
Why am I so
And you're probably pounding down chips and salsa because it's there.
Well, yeah, it's free. It's free refills.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just eat it all?
Exactly.
And then ask for more.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So Great Balls of Fire and Raw. Do we want to run down our picks real quick here?
We can give them quick. Yeah,
all right,
sure.
so Brock.
Reigns
versus Braun.
I'm going with Braun.
I'm going Reigns. Alexa Sasha. Sasha. Neville Tozawa.
Neville.
Rollins Wyatt.
Rollins.
Miz Ambrose. Miz. Don't say bros. Enzo Cass. I'm going Cass.
Enzo in an upset.
Oh, nice.
Keep the feud going.
Cesaro
and Sheamus. I'm going with.
Cesardes. Okay, yeah, I'm going with Cesaro and Sheamus too. Truth and Dust.
Dust.
Yeah, so we got a lot of those picks, but we picked a lot of. The only wacky one you picked is Enzo. I should pick a wacky one, but I think the Sasha thing is a little wacky. I don't think that she's gonna win.
I didn't look at the odds at all on this, by the way. So
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So let's touch on SmackDown a little bit. I did watch the whole thing. It was a pretty good show. They had that qualifying match with AJ and Gable.
Yeah,
it was really awesome.
Dude, Gable's getting like the push, back like when Cena would have like really competitive matches with like Kurt Angle. Hardy would have like competitive matches with Undertaker.
Right.
And then Styles ran right on Twitter and was like, "This kid's amazing." Blah blah. Is it surprising to see that Gable's getting the push, not Jordan?
That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be Jordan. I think
he's
Jordan,
the bigger guy,
and yeah, he's got the look. You know what I mean? He's got the look.
So you're attracted to Jordan, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Okay. No, but Gable is amazing, and maybe Jordan isn't as good as Gable, and it was just like this whole time.
What I thought was funny when Gable had his match, he came out and his name thing said Chad Gable with Jason, and then Jordan didn't come out with him.
That's great. No, I like it. I mean, they got to build up new people. Not that there's any time for these people. I mean, there's some weeks that you don't see anybody on SmackDown. What did I say the other day? No Dillinger for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Right. Well, he was on.
He made it into the final. and he was doing his. He gets the. I'm saying he has a way of like getting the crowd. He has that.
He was like the false hope in those matches. There's always a false hope guy.
Yeah,
and it was him. So we saw in that match we saw the beginning of the Mojo turn. What it looks like, unless it's a Ryder turn, because in my opinion, Ryder has nothing to be fucking mad about. It was an every man for yourself over the top battle royal. He actually saved Ryder from being thrown over, and then threw him over himself. So in my opinion, Ryder is nothing to be mad for.
Well, then Mojo should be all pissed because he was supposed to be out there with his teammate. It wasn't like they were near the end of the battle royal. He's just throwing his partner out because he's a dick. So that's what it comes down to. A Pirates winning?
Yeah, 3-1.
Boo, baby.
You're beating the Phillies. It doesn't even count. They're freaking terrible. Well, although you're pitching freaking Chad Cole.
Chad Cool. Like a cucumber?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think so. So what else on? We had the Battle Royal.
Are you excited for the Punjabi match? You excited for that?
The Punjabi prison match. Yeah. Only the third ever.
And only the second one to feeture somebody from India.
Like how Kali had the elevated liver enzymes and it ended up being like Big Show Taker.
Well, like they've
and all the like stupid things that happen in WWE history. Having a Punjabi prison match where the guy that was built around couldn't have the match because his liver enzymes are elevated.
I think it's funny that this is going to be the first match that has guys that are like under 300 pounds. Because you think about it, it was like Taker, Show, Batista, and Great Khali were the four guys that have been in this match so far.
Oh, you're talking about like hyped up weights? Because I don't think Batista's 300 pounds.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. He's like a huge monster.
Yeah.
But like, I would think that match lends itself to like a lot of high flying type of shenanigans. But they just put like lumbering oafs in it.
We'll see what happens, and I think. I think he's going to retain. I think he's going to retain.
I think so too. I mean, you can't put him in this match and have him lose.
Yeah, he could. He's fucking.
It's fucking awful.
You think Corbin's going to cash in on him?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. But I mean, like, is that going to be how he loses it?
No, I don't think he'll probably lose it to somebody legit, and then that night, like Cena or something. You know?
Speaking of that, there's a good segue. Cena returned and announced that guess what? He doesn't have to be dedicated to SmackDown.
Do whatever he wants.
He's Cena.
Yeah, makes no sense. I mean, Undertaker did that back in January when he said he would do both.
And then he did fucking Undertaker. He didn't do anything really.
He did. I remember he made this speech and he said, "I will no longer be defined by WrestleMania."
And then he ended up being
retired.
defined by WrestleMania. Yeah. It was so funny. Like, was he like trying to think about coming back, and then he took like one bad step and broke his
at the Rumble when he looked like shit. Oh man.
But no.
Sorry, Cena.
Rusev. When he came out, I immediately was like, oh god, there's gonna be a flag match on SmackDown, and Cena's gonna win because it's 4th of July, but they put it off till Great Balls of Fire. I'm not sorry, Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, Battleground. So do you think Rusev wins now? Because
I don't know. Last time, Rusev beat him, and then Cena's like, history. I gotta win 87 in a row to get that loss back. So I don't want
Rusev to get buried again.
No,
he deserves to be a top guy.
And he's young. Like this is where Cena should be putting people over. But I have a feeling at some point Cena's going to get 17 to break Flair's record, and then he'll maybe lose to Corbin or something like that.
Yeah, I think that it's time for Rusev to be pushed to the moon and just be like the monster.
I'm not a part timer. Yeah. I'm an all timer.
Yeah, well, it's garbage. I mean. Cena can talk.
Is an all-timer,
yeah, Cena can talk though. I mean, he's again believable in the ring.
I give him whatever credit he fucking wants, but it doesn't have to like him.
Yeah. He does bring like it makes the show seem important. Like I felt like I had to watch it at 8 o'clock.
I just had nothing going on in life, so yeah.
That was right after my bocce losses, so I was like,
regardless of.
It could have been Heath Slater opening the show.
Yeah, if I have something cool to do, I'm not watching wrestling. I'm sorry, we are the wrestling dorks, but if something really good's happening, DVR wrestling, you guess what, guys, you can watch it any time.
Yeah, I've been doing it with NXT.
But right now, I'll tell you what, wrestling's at the forefront.
And you know what sucks is now's the slow time for wrestling.
You know what sucks? Dude, watching wrestling on DVR is so much better than live. Yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I want to get through this commercial so bad, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, almost makes you want to start at like 45 minutes late. But then sometimes you catch up to it too fast.
Yeah, usually I catch up to it at like 10:30, like Raw. Yeah. And then I'm like, this last half hour is like a shit women's match and then some promo. And then I'm like out cold by the main event. So,
AJ won the Battle Royal.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with that.
Why?
I feel like we've seen
AJ out. It's a feud.
Yeah, but I wanted to see something different.
What do you want to see? Every few last 30 seconds?
I want Ty Dillinger.
He wasn't going to beat Kevin Owens.
I was a little bit bummed. I mean, AJ is the best wrestler on that show, so he deserves it. But I thought maybe it was time for AJ to move up to the world title.
Well, they've really built this U.S. title up.
Yeah.
Like, on both shows, they're doing a good job of elevating the secondary title.
Yeah, true.
Especially since Brock is never there to defend. And the other one's held by a glorified jobber, which people still kind of think. So it's like,
It's crazy to think that this will be his second defense of that title.
On a pay-per-view?
Yeah, and this will be Brock's first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, not saying Brock's worst. Don't come and beat me up, please. But
so when he comes on the show,
for anybody who tuned in last week, which is everybody in the world, I'm sure you.
Because I wasn't.
Yeah, you were living it up. Although I was in D.C. and Dan was in Seattle. It was like
everybody was all over the place.
It was a whole mess. Nobody was in Reading where they belong, and it was a good episode. But Dan had some audio not problems, but we didn't realize how he sounded because I was wearing headphones like a total doofus. I shouldn't say that because I think most podcasters actually wear headphones.
Yeah, right. I wear headphones at work.
Well, yeah,
not here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, because phone.
Oh, you don't just pick it up and
now.
Wow,
well, that would if you were on the phone all day, that would crank your neck.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
you won't be able to type.
Yeah, but yeah, and long story short, I didn't know that Dan had sounded the way he did.
50 cats.
Yeah, and also I didn't know you could hear Apparently, his girlfriend sneezed in the other room with the door shut, and you could hear it on the podcast. His microphone must be amazing on his headset. So I apologize for the sound issues last week. If any, yeah, I know. And at one point, it sounded like a huge crash, and he said she was just getting like a soda out of the fridge. Because I remember going, "What was that?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then he went and asked, and she's like, "Yeah, I was getting a drink out of the fridge or something." So, yeah,
that might be it picks up everything. It almost picks up too much. Yeah.
And I know that at one point you could hear like a fire truck go past.
Like, could you imagine on his microphone if you did something like this? Hi, Dan.
Oh. He's really excited to come when he comes into town. He wants to do a reunion show.
I'm gonna refuse. I've never met him, so it's not a reunion. Maybe for you two it is.
Yeah, true.
I was supposed to meet him at WrestleMania. Remember that?
Oh,
man, good stuff. Good stuff.
Breaking my heart again.
Yes,
as always. So, for those of you who listened last week, you heard that we rounded out the first round of the storyline bracket. So
you were really straining to pick up that poster.
Oh my god! Well, I didn't want the papers to fall off. So, Sam, where do we start this week? What do you want to start?
You got to go top left quadrant.
Top left quadrant. So
or whatever the hell one you want to talk about. Actually,
so we're not doing the pre-show work for this. We're just going off because we've already done our pre-show work on these.
Right. Half the show we probably don't remember anyway. So
yeah. So we have the Daniel Bryan Yes movement against the upset that I thought was an upset, the Andy Kaufman and Jerry Lawler storyline. Holy shit! What do we? This is like hard.
Let's flip a coin.
Yeah, I know. It's like, all right, it's goodbye, everybody. So Yes movement versus Andy Kaufman and Jerry Lawler storyline.
Do we have a poll for this?
No, there's no poll.
We're fine.
It's down to just us. Yeah.
So what happens if we disagree here?
Well, we're gonna have to go to a poll. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we'll just post the winner, but because I don't want to move it on until if we happen to disagree. So we all know the story of the Yes movement because it was more recent and it created a legend. Daniel Bryan is now.
We still hear the Yes chants.
We still hear the Yes chants.
When he comes out, and you'll be hearing him when he leaves WWE and goes back to indie wrestling.
Yay.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. I mean, why would you hope that?
Because if he wants to
but
wrestle,
you're never going to watch
him.
You're never going to get to see him.
You can see him.
On what?
It's still on TV, some of it.
What are you talking about? Where? Where do you watch
Ring of Honor's on TV.
Where is it?
All these, there's a million that are like Lucha Underground's on TV.
What channel is this?
Well, you don't watch TV.
Oh, well, but still, what channel? Do you know?
I have DirecTV.
I know that Impact is on Pop.
Yeah.
Because it's called Impact on Pop.
Yeah.
Which nobody has that channel either. But so really, Ring of Honor's on TV.
Yeah, it's on like Sinclair Broadcast or something like that. Some right wing like.
Come on, man.
No.
Make shit up. Sinclair Broadcasting.
It's like the biggest thing in the country. You don't know they're like this super right wing broadcasting company that owns like all the local news stations and makes them say like pro Trump things. Do you know about that?
And that's what Ring of Honor's on?
I think so. I don't. Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, what I watched it for. It's where I saw Shinsuke. So I saw
He's a broadcaster, folks.
That's right. I saw Shinsuke wrestle for the first time.
Wow. I need to watch this, but I probably can't get it on Comcast.
You probably can't get it on anything like your TV.
So it's not actually on.
No.
It's one of these that's like when you and I stream that CM Punk fight. You have to like go through a site that has like windows and mirrors and stuff.
No, it's on every week.
What the fuck are you talking about? I've never seen it.
You're not going to watch it.
If you tell me when it's on, I want to see. Because I hear like Cody Rhodes is on there.
It's on Mondays at 7 o'clock on Fight TV.
Fight TV? Oh, that's...
Every weekend on your local Sinclair station.
What?
Thank you.
But what's my Sinclair station?
Look the fuck up. And you're making fun of like I made Sinclair up, and I'm fucking dead on. Eat a bag of fucking day. I watched it late night the one night. Here we go. Your local Sinclair station. Because there's all fucking of them, and they're all these crazy. So just watch the wrestling, folks, because I'm a liberal, I guess you'd say. I'm a moderate, but don't listen to these news channels that this show's on, because they're going to cram this right-wing shit down your throat. Anyway, let's see here. So Harrisburg is 2 affiliates, WLYH and EHP.
Oh, it's WLYH.
Johnstown.
Yeah, you can get that in Lancaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Philly has WCMN, WCMN.
That's terrible.
That's on Saturday nights, 11:30. I think that's the one I saw. And then Pittsburgh's got WPGH and WPMY.
So maybe CMN. I just could look for the Seaman channel.
Yeah.
And watch. All right.
But yeah, it's definitely on TV.
All right. Then yes, I do hope that Daniel Bryan goes there because I'd like to watch him wrestle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'd like to see what he can still, if he can still go.
Oh, he can still go. He just might kill himself.
So that was.
Somehow we got into
because it's our way of doing business around here. So
business is about to pick up.
So for all of you people who heard that, Sam tells you that it's apparently on the Fight app. So or Fight TV
app.
Fuck,
yeah.
I'm not good at this.
You're a broadcaster.
I'm not. No bullshit. I have a microphone that's shaped like a big popsicle. That's all I got. That's not a popsicle. What is that?
Maybe like a round lollipop.
Lollipop, that's what I meant. Lollipop, not popsicle. Something pop. So the Kaufman and Lawler storyline, I love this one just because it was over so many years. And it involved like...
Well, so was it... What do you mean? It wasn't over like 30 years.
It was like a 4 or 5 year thing. Or like at least one or two.
But things were different back then too. I enjoy it. I think it's great as well. Go ahead, keep your
I really just like, because I like anything that makes it seem like it's real. And we talked about, again, we're going to repeat ourselves.
I'm cutting you off, and we're going back real quick out of this before when you brought up a point I want to make, and fuck it, the structure of the show, I don't give a shit right now.
There is no such thing.
Yeah. So speaking of that, we have to talk about the rap battle.
Oh my god,
that was the highlight
so
of the freaking Smackdown.
Yeah, was
the New Day versus the Usos with Rawley as the special guest referee of the rap battle. Oh my god! What made me think was making it seem real, and they really went at each other like hardcore. Especially like New Day dealt some shit at the Usos. The only good line the Usos had was basically the one Xavier Woods.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Yeah,
though.
They edited it out of the future like on YouTube.
Oh,
WWE, yeah, edited it all out.
Oh, it's so good.
That was really good, but it wasn't like a bad dig or anything. Yeah, he's pounding Page like that's like a terrible
but
thing.
That's still like
But then when they were thinking, oh my god, when New Day said about. They got their push because his wife got him on Total Divas.
That was good.
And then they kept rhyming what they said, like Ronin, and then carrying bags for Roman. Oh my god, I was like, wow, they're really digging deep. And then they did one of your type cut downs where you make fun of like guys for being fat, and they make fun of saying like they wear shirt, like about wearing shirts.
Multiple shirts.
You know what's kind of terrible though? Like again, these guys they're really not fat. Like
if they're standing next to Finn Balor, they're fat.
Yeah, like WWE. Like, do they realize that they're putting people down, make them feel bad about themselves? And this brings me to another point. Why does Nia Jax have to have her weight announced? No other female wrestler has their weight announced, and they always announce her. I don't know what they say. I don't know if they say 217 or 270. I think they say
270.
Jeez, why do they need to announce her weight? I bet she probably isn't 270. I bet she's not. How tall is she?
I bet she's 270.
You think she's 270?
She's a big lady.
Yeah, but...
And she works out, so she's got muscle and below her.
Yeah, but I'm thinking...
She has the right amount of fat, as you said earlier.
I mean, my guess is, was she bigger than Charlotte? I don't think so. Was she taller than Charlotte?
I think she's as tall.
Look
at the fuck up. Yeah, you're
going
to go to the
back to... Dude, that rap battle was awesome. It was kind of weird to have a rap battle end in a DQ win, but...
Yeah.
It looked like they were really like going at it hardcore, which they may have been.
I wonder if they were okay with it.
I'm sure, but some of that stuff had to be not like obviously Vincent or whoever isn't clearing some of those lines.
Yeah,
you know?
I think at this point the nougat.
You fat shit. You're thinking about nougat.
The New Day can do pretty much anything because of how much merch they sell and all that.
I always thought it was unfair too that it was each one of them got a turn and the Usos basically got I really thought like they should have been able to like pick one of the randoms behind them that maybe could spit some lines. And why the hell did the Usos? They kept repeating their lines. Like they almost had to catch. Like, all right, we practiced saying it exactly this way, so let me repeat myself to get back where I was.
Yep. I know. I didn't understand it, but there were some really good digs. I thought that Xavier Woods one was the best. The one where they busted. I mean, that's the one that got the crowd go, "Oh shit!" Like that.
Yeah. I thought Xavier was the best overall. Like, like had the best flow.
He's smart. Yeah, he's.
They list her at 6 foot. They list Charlotte Flair at 5'10". So I wonder, and looks the list.
6 foot. She's definitely 270 then.
Yeah, if she's really 6 foot, I don't know. Like
6
they
foot,
tend to
she might not be 6 foot tall, but if that's true, or even if she's 5'10" or 11, man, 270 is pretty easy to hit. If you, you said before, she's Samoan. She can't help it. Yeah, know what I mean?
So I guess if she is, I guess it could be.
Yeah,
but
where the hell are we? Oh, we're supposed to be doing the storyline bracket.
Yeah.
So.
We've already discussed this shit before.
Yeah, I guess what we should just do is determine who do we think wins.
It says here Nia Jax was a bodybuilder before. I guess you stopped the lifting weights part.
And started lifting cookies.
No offense, Nia, but here's a picture of her. Hold on.
Oh my god.
No.
The listeners can't see this.
I know, but I'm showing you. It's hard. It's kind of blurry there, but that's not terrible.
She's definitely a Samoan lady.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
I'm going Lawler Kaufman, man. I know you want to go with Yes Movement because it was more recent and you can't remember old things.
you can't remember nothing. Nothing, I'll tell you, nothing.
But I just think because of the realism of it. They brought in pop culture, the whole thing, and the Yes Movement thing, I guess it hadn't necessarily been done before where they, the whole crowd picking the guy. I mean, there were some awesome moments and, when he won at WrestleMania 30, it was absolutely incredible. It was a good feeling because he beat 2 guys in the same night and everything. But I just say Lawler Kaufman because it's such a pop culture type of thing. It was in a movie.
What feud is going to be remembered? What storyline will be remembered longer? Lawler Kaufman.
I think so too.
What was more important, maybe to wrestling history?
Yeah,
maybe to. Let me see the bracket. Let me look at the pictures. I just want to see the pictures.
I thought you were going to cheat and look at next week.
No. And Lawler Kaufman got past the Mega Powers.
Yeah, only because of the Twitter vote.
Yeah, goddamn Twitter. That's right. That did piss me off.
Yeah, so don't let that hold it against. Don't hold it against them.
Grudge. And we had the Yes Movement get past
Seth Rollins joining the Authority.
Oh, this is a tough call.
It really is a tough one. I think you could really go either way. I mean, we could leave it up to the Twitter sphere, which I know what the fuck they're going to pick.
Trend's newer for the most part. But they picked Lawler Kaufman, though, over the Mega Powers.
Yeah, they're still they're both old, though. Yeah, they all just saw old people, and they're like, well, this guy's still in wrestling. Jerry Lawler. Anyways, so what do you think, buddy?
You're saying because Macho Man's dead and Hogan's exiled?
Yeah.
So Lawler's the most recent.
The only one of the 4.
The 2 of them are dead, and one's exiled.
What do you think, man?
Wow.
Because we're talking about the best storyline of all time. I mean, we could talk about moments, and this is where the DDT archives, they kind of disagreed with us. Last week, they fought back. I don't know if you heard. They were really upset about how we picked the Andre Hogan over the Invasion. They did not like that because they said this was about a moment.
It built to a moment, but...
And they also said that, and this might have pissed you off, they said that this was a classic, classic friend turned against each other storyline. So it wasn't that special.
So they want... But just because the Invasion is one of the worst done, to be honest, and again, we didn't pick these storylines, I wouldn't even put the Invasion on this damn thing. Right. I think it's garbage.
Yeah, it was...
It literally was WCW versus WWE, the dream scenario every kid growing up, and was one of the worst executed. It's only remembered because, like you said, it's absolute shit. So, and one other one sold out 93,000 or whatever the hell actually amount it was at WrestleMania 3. They played it all the way into WrestleMania 4, and it involves 2 of the 5 most famous wrestlers that have ever been. So, fuck yeah, Hogan Andre.
Yeah. So we're talking about, because it's hard to take away and not say the greatest moment. Because the Yes movement culminated in a huge moment.
Right. And the storyline did play out over a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
It built.
And you had the Raw takeover, you had WrestleMania 30, you had, but I don't know. I say just because, like you said, I think Lawler Kaufman would be remembered more, and it was something different for its time, definitely.
Right. Agreed. All right. You've done it. I'm going Lawler Kaufman.
All right. No Twitter vote needed. We should probably throw it out there anyways just to see what they would have said, the humanoids.
So Lawler Kaufman moves on. Let me take a look at the bracket, because I was intentionally not looking at what was on the horizon. So
next week we have...
Well, next week we could do the other side so we don't give away a matchup early. But this will face the winner of the New World Order
versus the Summer of Punk.
Summer of Punk.
Yeah, because Summer of Punk beat the Nexus last week. That was
the one that you guys did last week?
Yeah, we did that one last week.
Thank you for picking the correct one.
Yeah, it was a clean sweep. We both picked Summer of Punk.
I liked it, Nexus. Enjoyed the Nexus, but Summer of Punk was huge.
And this is just, it was just a bigger storyline. So next week we'll have Raven Dreamer.
Imagine, though, if Nexus didn't fizzle the way it did.
Oh, yeah.
It could have, and there wasn't so many. I mean, because Daniel Bryan was in Nexus.
Yeah.
You had Wade Barrett, who I still think should have been a bigger stud than he was. But so next week we're going with who?
We're doing Austin McMahon and Raven Dreamer.
Okay. All right.
I know that seems obvious, but that Raven Dreamer,
yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, that Raven Dreamer, man, just because it wasn't as high profile doesn't mean it was a worse storyline.
Pick of Nia Jax, but look at this. She was a plus size model. She looks like...
Yeah. She's definitely... I mean, she's much heavier now.
Right. But like I said, she's an attractive
woman. Glad that she got rid of those tight pants that she was wearing on Raw.
Oh, she doesn't have super tight pants anymore?
No,
I didn't like those super tight pants. It wasn't flattering to her. It's almost like WWE, we want to make you look bigger.
No, because Jen pointed out one day you could see all kinds of vaginal regions in the one.
I think that might have just been fat folds, and she was...
Oh, God, that's worse.
I think you've seen it before.
I don't want to end this week talking
about all about fat folds.
So what else can we talk about?
Other than fat folds?
Let's talk about the Tapped Out Podcast Network. Sam, tell us about the Tapped Out Podcast Wrestling Podcast. Tell us about it.
Tapped Out Pod? At Tapped Out Pod. Follow them at Tapped Out Pod.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. We've got a lot of shows.
Tons of content, tons of interviews with rising indie stars. I believe, speaking of like that play we're doing, this week has all been different interviews with people from Rise. So I said rising, and he's like, I'm so good at just building stuff up, and you're just terrible. But yes,
I mean that terrible. I mean, kind of terrible, but
yeah. And then you mentioned DDT Archives.
Yeah, those guys are good. The Lawler brothers, they
is that really their last name?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Isn't it? Yeah, there's so many plays off of that.
You could. But yeah, look, you go on the Tapped Out Wrestling Podcast.com.
There's how you can watch Ring of Honor fight.
Yep. iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Fight app. They got, look at all that. Facebook, Twitter, email, this thing. I don't know what that thing is. That little Wi-Fi thing. What's that do?
I don't know.
Some kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's that thing. There's that thing, and a G. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You got the Legends wrap-up, weekly wrap-up. You got Pro Wrestling Personified.
PWP.
There's our program schedule. Look at that. Everything.
JB Enterprises, that's you.
Yeah, JB Enterprises. Pro Wrestling Personified Podcast. JP Sims. Legends Weekly Wrap-Up, which is a good show, even though he got himself blocked by Asuka, which is ridiculous. I don't know what the hell he did.
Was that really her Twitter feed? That's the thing. I don't follow a lot of the wrestlers.
I'd have to look and see. But
I didn't know if that was a fan account or actual...
I saw it come up, but if he actually got blocked by Asuka, that's actually kind of cooler than just getting blocked by some...
Well, I think she blocked him for sexually harassing her.
Oh, that's not cool at all. Legend, what are you doing, man? You're killing the network here. I mean, I might not be able to remember the name of the website or the fact that Ring of Honor's on Fight, but I'm not getting blocked by...
Let's look that up. I thought that was where I saw it half a week.
But this is the only thing that sucks is DDT Archives comes out on Thursdays and then we come out Friday. So then they have to wait a whole week to respond to us. So it was kind of weird listening to them respond. When I was in DC, I listened to their show and I was like, oh, they weren't mad. They just said that they thought we picked the wrong thing by picking Hogan and Andre.
I don't give a shit.
Because it was such a... He said it was your basic friend versus friend storyline, which I don't agree with that. I don't think it was basic at all. So anyways, yeah, check us out at Tapped Out Wrestling. We got shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees also.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, well, I guess they're running specials on them too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The shirt is actually not bad. The red on black is cool. I have a red on gray. What do you have? A red on white?
Yeah, I have the red on white.
Yeah, so it's awesome. Obviously, if we have it, it's awesome. Are you looking that tweet up now, or did you give up?
Yeah, I was looking up. I don't know. Was it last night, right?
I thought it was last night. I saw it today.
How many hours ago would that be?
I was in the bathroom 4 fucking times today at work.
It says WWE Asuka City blocked you. Is that
click on that though? Is that her actual Asuka?
Oh, let's check it out.
I doubt it. Asuka City.
I don't know. She's. It's a picture. Is it verified?
Is it verified?
Yeah, he said, I was drunk tweeting Asuka and I wish she was my hot Asian wife.
That's not that bad. Although I don't know what she actually said. What he actually said to her, so who knows. Either way, if it was actually Asuka, cool move. But the sexual assault thing, not as cool. We don't want.
It's not
assault.
Yeah.
Is it assault? I don't know what it is. Yeah. We probably shouldn't be talking about this. I don't really know.
Yeah, no. See, that's her actual.
It's just. It's just.
What the hell he's talking about?
He's just assaulting.
A fan got mad that he said he wanted to. I think both of them, that makes no sense for a fan site to get mad, and
either way,
for him to be sending whatever.
Here it is. What is it? Controversy creates cash.
Yes,
here we are talking about
it.
Here we are talking about
one of the few books I read.
I read Mick Foley's, both of his books, and The Rock's book, and Stone Cold's book.
Yeah, I think between us, we've probably read more wrestling books than anything else.
Than books, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Sam, welcome back. We're glad to have you. Dan's good, but there's no sidekick, no podcast partner, as good as Sam the...
At the Real Escav. Let's just
follow
at the Real Escav.
I can't call you a legendary Sam because that's been taken. It's been trademarked.
Just call me like average Sam.
All right, I was gonna go Sammy Fats,
average,
but all right, it's average Sam. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Sorry for the going over 50 minutes of amazing Guerrilla Press action, but we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.